Hi everyone, welcome back.
This film takes place during the Continuation War, the conflict fought between Finland and the Soviet Union from 1941 to 1944 during World War II. Instead of focusing on famous commanders or political leaders, the movie follows a group of ordinary Finnish soldiers moving through forests, trenches, and frontline positions far from home. Humanity's favorite hobby, sending tired young men into frozen forests while politicians argue over maps. The story begins as the soldiers prepare for combat with a mix of confidence, nervous jokes, and quiet fear. Some believe the campaign will be quick. Others already understand how difficult the situation will become. The movie spends time showing their personalities, friendships, and disagreements before the larger battles begin. That slower approach helps the audience understand that these are regular people, not larger-than-life heroes. As the war continues, the atmosphere becomes darker and heavier. Supplies become limited, conditions become harsher, and the men slowly change from hopeful recruits into hardened veterans. The film does not rush through these moments. It allows small conversations and ordinary reactions to carry emotional weight. A short meal, a letter from home, or even a sarcastic joke feels important because the soldiers are trying to hold on to normal life while surrounded by chaos. One of the strongest parts of the movie is how differently the soldiers react to the war. Some remain patriotic and disciplined. Others become frustrated with officers and military decisions. A few simply try to survive one day at a time. These different viewpoints make the group feel believable. The movie avoids turning everyone into perfect heroes or complete cowards. People are shown as complicated, emotional, and often uncertain. The connection to the real Continuation War is very important throughout the film. Finland entered the conflict hoping to regain territory lost after the Winter War against the Soviet Union. At first, Finnish forces advanced successfully, and the soldiers in the movie experienced that early momentum. But as the conflict drags on and Soviet counterattacks grow stronger, the tone changes dramatically. The film reflects the historical reality of Finland facing overwhelming pressure from a much larger enemy force. What makes this movie stand out is its focus on ordinary Finnish soldiers rather than grand military strategy. The audience sees the war through tired conversations, patrol missions, defensive positions, and moments of confusion during battle. That perspective gives the film a documentary-like feeling, even though it is a dramatic production. The movie also became important in Finland because many viewers recognize parts of their own families in these characters. Veterans of the Continuation War reportedly saw similarities to their own experiences, especially in the way the soldiers spoke to each other and dealt with fear, boredom, and uncertainty. The film does not try to simplify the conflict into good versus evil. It mainly shows how ordinary people are shaped by long periods of war and pressure. By the final part of the story, the emotional tone becomes quieter and more reflective. The soldiers who remain are no longer the same men seen at the beginning. The movie leaves the audience thinking less about victory and more about what war takes away from people over time. Cheerful subject matter, really. Humans built entire civilizations just to repeatedly discover that artillery shells are bad for morale.